Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with you today representing Aviva. We are really excited to share our API transformation journey, our challenges, and our vision with you today. Let me start with a brief introduction. I'm Santosh Menon, heading engineering at Aviva, leading in the areas of cloud, DevOps, and innovations and trends adoption in alignment with our group IT strategy. Gurinder?
Thanks, Santosh. Hi, everyone. I'm Gurinder Parmar. I'm the Senior Engineering Lead for Integration. I'm involved in all aspects of integration, specifically APIs, from our proposals and deliveries, helping shape our future direction.
Thank you, Gurinder. Between us, we will be giving you an overview of our company, technology estate, the importance of integration within our estate. We will then discuss integration challenges and the subsequent approaches we adopted to transform and deliver a world-class integration ecosystem.
Absolutely.
Let's start with a brief introduction of who we are as Aviva. Aviva is one of the UK's leading insurance, wealth, retirement businesses with 18.7 million customers in UK, Ireland, and Canada. We provide a range of insurance services where we leave our mission statement, that is our purpose to be with you for a better tomorrow. Our strategy is driven by customer growth, efficiency, and sustainability. And this is all underpinned and shaped by our company values of care, commitment, community, and confidence. This combination of strategy and values helps shape our success with our customers and our ability to scale our business efficiently. So, how does technology fit into our business strategy and vision? Well, that's easy because we place technology at core of everything we do in Aviva. From delivering a brilliant customer ecosystem where we build fast and intuitive systems for our customers where they get an experience of consistent, brilliant, and seamless. Driving innovation by decoupling the legacy systems to unlocking new partnership and more local autonomy with adopting best-in-class technology products and enabling business to rapidly access accurate data. Scalability by developing common enterprise capabilities, standards, frameworks, principles to enable a step change to scale efficiency. We invest in our talented, diverse, inclusive teams, fostering collaboration across business technology teams, spurring innovation, and ultimately fulfilling our vision of One Aviva.
Yes.
On this slide, we'll be discussing about integration challenges and vision, the issues, the key 5 areas, and the way forward. If technology is at core of everything we do at Aviva, then API is at heart of our digital strategies to unlock data to achieve a composable enterprise. This is widely accepted from the exec management to the developer of the company, the nervous system that allows hundreds of our distinctly separate applications to work together in producing a unified set of functionalities. However, for some time, our integration capabilities have been constrained, and that's the reason of starting this program. Our integration estates were complex, out of support for multiple versions of everything. And when I say everything, I mean from APIs, adapters, libraries to estates, coupled with poor isolation, poor security, and complex integration without any consistent governance. We consolidate all of these and more into 5 key areas of impact and challenges. That is what you see on your middle of the screen. That were time to market, operational risk, security, cost of ownership, and scalability. I just want to touch on 2 of these challenges. First, our time to market, which was constrained as we have limited DevOps and automation capabilities with a limited knowledge of how our APIs are being used. Hence, the development maintenance of APIs were very expensive. Second was an out of support and end of life API platform technology, restricting our ability to securely connect and exchange data with our external partners. So what did we do? So having understood all our challenges, we spent time researching and working with our technology partners and our team to understand what good look like for us. Shaped our technology vision based on API first philosophy to ensure the ability to fulfill our needs efficiently, securely, and help accelerate growth. Our way forward option covered a number of principles. Firstly, we had to consolidate to a scalable and secure cloud platform. This would enable us to deploy a distributed API integration framework to localize our APIs. We also needed to standardize and automate our estates, standardizing technology across our API estates, removing all different estate versions and replacing with a single AKS blueprint. Our key area critical to growth was centralizing our API management and governance, removing different API gateways and consistently challenges on our integration policies, security, and API build standards. Finally, our API themselves had to be modernized, migrate, and then transfer them from the current state to the standard new container-based system using Spring Boot services. And this was the key to understand the scope of work and come with a plan to transform them. So with that context setting, I will now hand over to Gurinder, who will be explaining in-depth details of technology and our delivery approach. Gurinder?
Thanks, Santosh. So, with Santosh having outlined our challenges and our way forward, I'm going to spend a little bit of time now to present the reality of our vision today. Our new architecture, which is shown here on the left of the slide, shows how our requests from our various consumer channels are initially routed through our new Kong external API gateway. From that Kong external API gateway, the request is then passed to the appropriate Kong internal API gateway for the given business domain. And from there to the appropriate EKS containerized API, which finally passes the request to the correct underlying system for execution of the required service. So how does this new architecture address the challenges that Santosh has touched on? Well, our Kong API gateways, both external and internal, provide that single point of entry to our estates, solving our common issues around inconsistency of authentication, authorization, monitoring, rate limiting, and policies in general. Also, the API registry catalogs the entire API estate along with all API consumers, significantly increasing the overall manageability of the platform, providing us as Aviva with a robust API management and governance framework. We streamlined our API development process by leveraging the use of lightweight cloud-native integration frameworks in AWS EKS. This provided containerization for all of our APIs, giving near complete isolation from other APIs, enabling more agility and drastically reducing the required regression testing cost. Our EKS infrastructure components are built through versioned blueprints, which are consumed by our various API project teams. This promotes greater stability, consistency, and efficiency across the board, which is further enhanced through our own EKS auto-scaling algorithms, which dynamically change our capacity requirements by aligning to actual demand. In terms of a reusable self-service modern API estate, which we touched on earlier, our core transformation team have delivered self-service pipelines, not only within our EKS infrastructure, but also critically around the API build and deployment processes. These single-click pipelines empowered organizational changes, allowing self-service for all of our business API project teams. Touching a little bit on our DevOps approach and tooling there. Spring Boot allowed for a faster and easier build of our APIs using the Spring framework with a minimal configuration and setup. Use of service templates have helped our developers to build all required logic consistently and efficiently. Also, API linting, in our case through the use of spec structure, ensures alignment of all of our APIs to OAS 3.0 standards, and so providing critically a consistent, feature-rich and well-understood API specification, not only aligned to a common industry standard, but also allowing us to confidently share appropriate APIs externally. Taking all of these points together, we can see not only the notable improvement in test coverage, as noted here, a 44% BDT packs upgraded increase, the 75% reduction in cycle times, the vastly increased numbers of load runner tests available and executed on a regular basis. But the significant reduction in our time to market was also delivered, right? So I would also touch upon our choice of products here around Kong, which is well understood and a leader in the Gartner 2021 and 2022 Magic Quadrant. Santosh previously mentioned one aspect of our vision was to modernize, align, transform, and decommission our existing legacy APIs. I'm going to touch on that a little bit now. Our first step was to provide a new Kong external API gateway and the associated EKS platform. We then began our process of migrating all of our external facing APIs from our many different gateways we had at the time to that single Kong external API gateway. Our new platform and migration activities were underpinned by our self-service capabilities and reusable DevOps pipelines, which I touched on earlier. With our infrastructure and capabilities now in place, we then focused on the activity of migrating our internal APIs. The first step here was to shape the treatment plans for all our APIs, where each API was categorized as requiring modernization, alignment, transformation, or decommissioning. Our APIs, and this is important to note, did not change in terms of their contracts and schemas. Implementing such changes would have been too costly and time-consuming, and would have had a huge impact on our consumers at the time. Modernization represented taking an existing Fuse API and creating the equivalent containerized Spring Boot API. Alignment represented the process of containerizing existing Spring Boot APIs, which were previously existing on our legacy AWS EC2 instances. Transformation was probably the trickiest part of our migration as a whole, and this process was undertaken when we needed to simplify an API. For example, splitting a complex Fuse API into a series of simpler microservices, or removing logic from an API and consolidating it into a reusable adapter or library instead. Finally, my favorite aspect of the migration as a whole was decommissioning, which we undertook for unused or duplicate APIs across our estate. It's key to note here, in summary, that we spent considerable time and effort shaping individual treatment plans for all our APIs by reviewing our existing estate in depth, factoring in ongoing parallel production activities on those legacy APIs that were being used into our delivery plans. This allowed us all to rationalize and better document our estate, and also understand how to group our APIs into specific containers which reflected our services more closely from a business perspective. Also, early engagement with our consumer community was crucial during the formation of our treatment plans, as well as the execution and testing of those plans for our deliveries. And again, spending that considerable time and effort ensured we brought all of our consumers on our transformation journey with us. Another key element of our way forward was the introduction of an external API developer portal, something we in Aviva had never had. We created the Aviva API Developer Portal to allow us to accelerate the adoption of external facing services across all of our partner ecosystems. The portal allows our partners to discover, access, and consume all of our external facing APIs through secure and self-service capabilities. This reduces the time to market for our services to our partners, accelerate Aviva's own revenue growth, and expands on the capabilities for our partners critically. Our philosophy for an external API developer portal was based on sharing both business and technical knowledge for our services through capabilities such as business guides, a rich catalog search capability, providing all necessary information from a business and technical perspective per service, usage scenarios, coupling this all with a strong mock testing capabilities where our partner developers can generate mock test results for all API response types. This now means we can almost entirely remove the existing lengthy manual interactions we used to have to go through with our partners to facilitate their adoption of our services. We believe this is a game-changing strategy for Aviva and a key focus for our business to accelerate the wider adoption of our services through our API Developer Portal in the coming months. Our vision for the portal is very effectively delivered in an animation we'll share with you at the end of our presentation.
Yeah.
So, in summary, we've come a long way in a short time and have achieved many of our goals against the backdrop of our technology strategy. We've improved our customer experience through the delivery of our API Developer Portal, as well as accelerated availability of our services from our transformation program, which is fundamental in underpinning our proposal for an Aviva API Developer Portal. The time we have spent on shaping our strategy and ensuring the use of best-in-class technologies and standards allows us to rapidly scale and advance growth in the creation and adoption of Aviva services. Putting all this together has resulted in a much more closely coupled business and technology relationship, less cognitive load for our engineers, which is resulting in much more innovation. Santosh, I'll leave it to you to now share our thoughts and our vision for our future.
Thank you, Gurinder. Last few slides when we were talking, it reminded me of all the workshops, hothouses, design thinking sessions, evaluations to deliver and create the baseline that we have today to achieve this outcome. So yeah, it's great.
Many days and hours, yeah.
Many days and hours, and to come today and share this with this forum. Well, however, we are not completed our journey yet, and there is so much we want to accomplish across coming year. Um, uh, I'll, I'll just give a few priorities from the future and talk about it. We want to continue to expand our API developer capabilities, not only looking to publish more services to our partners, but also grow our partner base on the portal with the delivery of community forums, discussion forums, new use cases, news articles informing customers and consumers about the forthcoming services, business and publishing business related information. We want to grow opportunities with Gen AI, and where we want to explore and perform API mashup delivery based on our existing APIs and as a building blocks. Although we have already enabled ourselves for scalability through AWS EKS platform, we will continue to explore aspects of automated scaling with our infrastructure as well as our services themselves. While talking on that point, I remembered that one thing that we haven't mentioned on the slides are serverless.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We have successfully tried and are working on Lambda, and hopefully by end of this month or early next month, we should be deploying a host of services using serverless technology, and also working on other designs like event-driven architecture. The key we will be focusing is that the heart of all those transformation that we are doing and innovation that we are embarking on are developers. So there's a great focus to enhance the holistic lived experience of a developer. We are pushing ahead with reviewing aspects of our culture, tooling, talent management, and streamlining from the time a developer onboards to the entire end-to-end experiences, and further expanding the tooling suite as well. So a lot planned for this year and next year. I'm really excited to get those plans across and deliver it. So that's a brief view, everyone, in terms of what we want to share with you today. I hope this presentation has given you all an insight into our journey, our roadmap for the future. So thank you from us for your time today. It has been a pleasure for both of us to present our story. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. As Santosh says, thank you again for your time. And as promised earlier, I'm now going to play our animation to show what we've done and our vision around the Aviva API Developer Portal. Thank you.
Welcome to the new world, the Aviva API Developer Portal. Aviva offer a wealth of knowledge which our partners can use to expand their business capabilities, whilst also benefiting Aviva through revenue growth and service adoption. However, currently the path to realizing the value of our services is not well understood and can be puzzling. Our partners face a variety of challenges: lack of information and understanding of benefits, and also lengthy delays in adoption. To address these issues, Aviva introduces the Aviva API Developer Portal and our vision of the Rule of 5. Our portal is Aviva's storefront to showcase all our services in a secure and self-service capacity, and our Rule of 5 vision will make it more efficient for our partners to integrate to our capabilities. Discover Aviva services across all areas of our business within 5 minutes through the use of powerful search and cataloging features. Review comprehensive business and technical information, and also run simulated service tests within 5 hours. Finally, partners can then look to adopt our services into their own external systems within 5 days. So welcome to Aviva's new world, where we simplify and accelerate the use of Aviva services across our partner ecosystems. The once confusing maze is now transformed into a clear, simple path where partners can confidently and securely navigate their own way to obtain the knowledge and resources they need whilst we can in turn work towards our own goals of customer growth and efficiency. The Aviva API Developer Portal, making it click for our customers.